Okay, here we go, 6-3, part 1, talking about trig functions and real numbers. So this is where the rubber really meets the road as far as the unit circle go. How are we going to use the unit circle with trig functions? First of all, quick review concept, how we use the unit circle to evaluate trig functions of any angle. Remember, a reference angle is the angle formed by the x-axis and the terminal side, okay, of an angle drawn in standard position. So let's write that down real quick. Let's say I wanted to find the reference angle for a 210 degree angle. Well, let's remember 180, this all the way around, or all the way around to the opposite x-axis is 180, and that's another 30 degrees. I think I gave away the answer right there. So if that's 210 degrees for an angle drawing in standard position, we add or subtract from 180 or 360 as necessary to find our reference angle. And that's important because once you find the reference angle in degrees or radians, you can very easily find out what the coordinates are for that point. So the reference angle for 210 degrees is going to be a 30 degree angle, and that's going to be in quadrant 3. Now, real quick, just to finish up this video, here is a little bit of a tidbit about the unit circle that hopefully you saw when you were memorizing it last week. Every reference angle that's a 30 degrees, every one of them, there's 4 of these around the unit circle. If it has a reference angle of 30 degrees, its coordinates are going to be rad 3 over 2 and 1/2. Now, if the angle's over here in quadrant 2, that means the x coordinate turns negative. But the numbers themselves stay this combination for every 30 degree angle. And that's every radian measure of pi over 6 if the denominator is a 6. Okay, 30 is a pi over 6. Every reference angle that's a 45 degree reference angle, it's a pi over 4. In other words, it's an isosceles triangle, so the x and y coordinates are the same, rad 2 over 2. Every reference angle that's 60 degrees, or it's a pi over 3, some kind of pi over 3, its coordinates are always going to be the same. They're always going to be either 1/2 or rad 3 over 2. You just got to figure out which quadrant it's in to figure out what the combination of signs is. And you have these 4 possibilities for what the signs are depending on which quadrant you're in. Okay? So, just not to make these videos too long, that's going to be the end of this video.